Welcome back to Morning Live. It's 21 minutes before 8 o'clock. Now, the Joburg Theatre in Braamfontein will, from the 28th of April to the 7th of May, host the return of the legendary rock musical called isRENT, in celebration of the 20th anniversary of its successful run. Now, the award-winning show that features an all-South African cast aims to create awareness when it comes to real-life, everyday issues we face, such as homelessness, homosexuality, drug addiction, HIV and Aids. And to tell us more about this production, we are joined in studio by the show's director, Braamfontein, and two of the actors, Namisa Mdlalose and Anzio September. A very good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to start with you now, Baron. So can you just refresh our memory on what this musical is all about?
This is a fantastic musical that was written in the 90s, and it's about a group of bohemian artists that are evicted from their building because they don't have enough money to pay their rent, hence the title. And we kind of follow the lives of 7 bohemian artists, very interesting characters, as they struggle through personal drug addictions, they battle with their sexualities, they battle with jobs, and we just follow their lives and see how the influences of the New York lifestyle in the 90s affects them.
Sure. Now, you're celebrating 20 years of the 20th anniversary of the show. So how did you manage to keep it so alive all these years?
Well, the truth is that those themes of the musical haven't died yet.
Yeah, indeed.
We still have bohemian artists and non-bohemian artists struggling with these issues. We still have poverty, we still have issues with religion, we have issues with sexuality, and this is why it's still relevant even in South Africa today.
All right. Now, Anzio, tell us a bit more about your character. What does it bring to the musical?
Well, I play the character of Angel Dumat-Cunard, and she's a drag queen. And she's the one that actually lives with AIDS and eventually dies of AIDS.
Okay.
And she's basically the mother hen of the group. She's the one that's always promoting respect and love and creating a sense of community amongst the group of friends. And she's almost like a Christ-like figure if you think of her that way. She's very special.
Right, right. Can you actually relate to that character?
I really can. In terms of Angel's personality, I definitely can, because my upbringing, respect was always at the forefront, and love as well.
Right.
So it was really, it's interesting and such an experience playing Angel.
So is this your first big role, or have you done other roles before?
This is my first big role because I finished university last year at UCT, so first big musical role.
Now, Namisa, the real-life issues that isRENT production touches on, why do you think it was necessary for you to tackle these issues?
Well, I felt that it affected me personally, and so often we go around and not being able to hear other people's stories, and that's why I'm in the arts, is that we get to serve other people's stories, other people's lives. So it was a little self-indulgent, but also I was a bit of a isRENT head before isRENT came out and that we were going to do isRENT this year, well, last year and this year. No, the beginning of this year. And so I said, well, I have to be in this production. I'm similar to Anzio here. We were actually in the same year. So,
is it?
Yeah, at UCT.
How did this role come about?
I found out about it through a friend and colleague now, because he's also in the cast.
Sure.
About it on Facebook, and I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do next year, so let me audition for this thing and see what happens. I didn't study musical theatre, so it was interesting being found in this world of musical theatre. And I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really grateful to be able to use both my singing voice as well as my acting training to depict a fantastic role of Joanne.
So is this your first acting role?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
are you loving it?
Yeah, I am.
Can you relate to your character?
In many ways, she loves control.
Yeah.
And she struggles a bit when she's out of control. And her girlfriend, who plays Marine by Emily Adia, is not that at all. So she lives very strange life of so desperately wanting to be part of this community in Bohemia, New York, but actually she's a lawyer who graduated from Harvard. And so she travels between these two worlds, and it's an interesting depiction of this corporate control life and this life that is completely out of control, and they don't even know when they're going to get the next meal or paycheck. But she comes from a very well-to-do family. So it's very interesting seeing that sort of the struggle between the two worlds and where she fits in. Trying to find a place where she does fit in. Because even though she did study at Harvard, she's a woman who struggles to fit into the corporate world. I mean, any black woman coming from Harvard in the 90s to be in a boardroom, a lawyer at that, would struggle. So where does she fit in? And she finds a home with these Bohemian artists who have a completely different lifestyle and social standing than she does.
Indeed. You just come back from a successful run in Cape Town. How was it like, and how was the audience?
It was so lovely to be at home and to perform to an audience that is familiar to me. So being sitting on stage or standing on stage and looking up and being like, I know that person, was incredible to share a story with these people that have seen me grow up. I was one who's decided to be in the arts when I was very young. And so for people to see me from when I was very young doing productions or being on commercials and stuff like that, to seeing me perform on a main stage or on a stage at the Artscape, which is incredible. It's such an honor and also a privilege to be able to say that I walked out of university and onto the arena stage at the Artscape. It's such a goal, it's such a privilege and such an honor. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it.
No, we must see you guys in action, eh?
Please do.
So when is it premiering, the show?
We opened last night.
Okay.
And we go until the 7th of May.
Oh, okay.
Yes, at the Joburg Theatre.
All right, guys, all the best. Eh?
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Director Baron Buer, and with him is actors Namisa Mdlalose and Anzio September, just speaking to us about the Joburg run of the award-winning Rent musical that is set to take place from the 28th of April, it actually opened last night, to the 7th of May at the Joburg Theatre. Well, this is Morning Live. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more after this.